Hi guys, Nick of Nicktastic Art. Thank you so much for stopping by the art channel this evening. We're going to do a piece tonight that is a freestyle, and I'm noticing that with a little bit of shift in the seasons, my pouring medium is doing something a little bit different and unexpected. So this piece slid when it dried, and I thought I had it level, but I clearly did not because it kept sliding, and though I kept sticking levelers under each of the corners, I couldn't get it where I needed it to be. I think part of that has to do with the pigment that I used in this as well. So I'm going to show you those results, and even though they're not perfect, want to give everybody the opportunity to see that occasionally a piece just is not what we expect it to be as it dries. And that's why it's so important for me that you guys get to see the dried results of each piece, because not very often, but occasionally I do have one that changes significantly as it dries. So join me on this journey, won't you? Hi guys, we're back, and we've got an 18 by 24 inch canvas here, and we're going to use the following colors. Soho Magnesium Blue. If you've never seen this color before, it's a really unique blue. It's like a robin's egg blue, but darker. We're going to use Phthalo green. So that's our deep green here for the depth and dimension. This is a new color. This is called Cadmium Blue Green from Soho. It's a very light green that I think complements those two colors very well. And we've got a Arteza Pearl Sea Green and Arteza Pearl Lime. And so we are going to do a freestyle. I'm going to stack a little cup, but we're also going to lay colors. Oh, I did forget a color. I've got a Color Art pigment, Chrysocolla, I believe is how it's pronounced. Just a gorgeous kind of blue-green color. Forgive my hands, I was working on a red piece earlier. So that is our color combination. I'm going to stack the cup and we'll get started. Okay, so I did decide while I was layering the cup that we're going to use Prussian blue phthalo from Amsterdam as kind of our differentiator or separator. So I am going to put some sections of this blue in the piece, and we are going to go vertical with this piece if possible. So we'll see how this works. So the reason I'm going this direction here with them is because I like to have some breaks in the color. So we'll see how this goes. I've got the cup all layered, and I am going to splash it in a vertical way. So I am going to go high first. Woo! I missed the canvas. I am going to splash that again to get it to go vertical. I'm just going to tip this back here a little bit so it starts to come down. Lose all the paint off that end, though we already lost quite a bit. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to take these lines down here. Alright. Excuse me. We're going to get started tilting this out. I like that section right there. So first I'm just going to kind of see how the paint wants to move. Just walking it back and forth slowly. Okay. Going to take that back up here. Because I'm going to lose these edges. So I'm just taking this over to the sides here. Checking where the paint's going to be. I might lose these blue sides here. But that's all right. We'll work through it. All right, so I think I want to come to this corner first. Although the weight of the paint is kind of telling me it wants to do something else here. I'm just going to take it back that direction for a moment. All right, we're going all the way this side. As soon as I get it up back, I'm going to flip it back here so we can kind of check things out. I'm going to take it all the way to this side. And I'm going to flip it back. Okay. So we'll see how this works. All right, we're going to come completely this direction. Okay, I've got a section there running faster than the other section. So you can see it's kind of pulling it this direction. So I am going to take that off this corner first, down over there. And I should be able to straighten this line out, hopefully. Yep. Bringing it back, give me just a minute. Okay. And now face you guys here. Gonna take that back down that direction. And as soon as I get enough weight down there on that corner, which it's almost there, yep, just bringing it back up there. I'm going to go ahead and take that all the way to that side. There we go. And off the corner. All right, let's bring her back. I think that I want to add a Prussian blue line that kind of runs along here. But I'm just taking a look to see, does it make sense for that line to be there or somewhere else? I can almost see it here. And I can almost see another one here. Now I'm going to integrate those into the piece. I'm just tilting it a little bit here. And then tilt it back. Okay, now I can see the one I put up here. I'd like to just drag it all the way so it's a little sharper on the edges there. It's super interesting. It's kind of like dissipating. There it it is. I think we're gonna let this dry. I think we're good. I definitely want to see what this looks like when it dries. Got a lot of really interesting cell reactions going on here. And that's definitely due to that color art pigment that I used. The only unfortunate thing about those is that they don't stick to the sides of the canvas very well. So there's always kind of a little bit of loss of color on the sides when you use that. So I'm just going to run this line here, let this kind of fall over. Make sure my corners are really good covered. And then I'm going to tilt in 2 directions just to get that over. Off a little bit that direction. And down a little bit over here. Okay, I think those corners are really going to ground that out. I really like that. I think I'm going to run the Prussian blue somewhere on this corner as well. I think this is actually going to be very interesting. So maybe we'll just look at the dried results. I'm going to put those back at the end of the video. It just seems to make more sense than where I've had them. So I am going to scrape my bottoms here. Keep all this gorgeous stuff that fell onto the table in a scrape cup, because that is definitely going to be a beautiful color that we can use for another piece. And we'll show you guys the dried results. And here are the dried results. Boy, this piece is very interesting. I like it. It did change a lot while it was drying, so I wanted to show you guys this specifically. We'll come into some areas here. This is the kind of river of green there. I think adds a lot of movement. I like the multicolored cells up here, but I do also like the pops of blue that are occurring in the dark Prussian blue that we've got there. This area in particular right here is kind of where you do see that it wasn't exactly level while it dried, and so there was some shifting, but there's some really interesting parts in here. Overall, I think this is a very interesting piece. Certainly that blue is definitely a different kind of blue, and I really like it. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Find your bliss.